Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to Summit Area YMCA for the boys session of the 2023 Summit Area Y Mini Pentathlon. We're going to be getting started shortly. This is a boys only session, so all the event numbers are going to be even numbered. So we're going to be starting with event 2, and we're going through, I think, 26. Yes, correct. So we had a session this morning for the girls. If you are looking for the girls, that stream is available. If you go back to the main Common Guy Sports YouTube channel, you'd be able to find it there. If somebody could, if you're on your computer or phone, the chat is open. If you could acknowledge that you can see and hear everything okay. Everything looks good from our side. I am recording this, so should there be any hiccups with the internet, we will have a copy to share. If you're first time joining us, a couple things, the way I kind of run the meet. We have 3 different cameras placed. We have one at the start, and I have the names, so I'll be able to display the lane assignments. Lane 1 is at the bottom of the pool, lane 6 at the top. This is a 25-yard pool. We're swimming left to right from this camera angle. And if you've been to Summit Y, we're sitting up on the balcony or the bleacher section. All right, so we'll start from here. I'll shut the names off as we start. And then I'll transition to a mid-pool camera. That black line is not really mid-pool. It's more of, that flicker. It's more around where the deep end starts. The mid-pool is kind of a little to the right of that. Yeah, why are we getting flicker? All right. And then at the far end, the turn end, I have another camera. So there are some 25s, so we'll be just swimming one length of the pool, left to right, and this will be the finish end. There is no timing devices at that end, so we'll have the timers walk down to that end, and then they will utilize stopwatches for the timing for the 25s. You'll see the scoreboard will just continue to run. Most of the races, well, I can't say, yeah, majority are longer than 25, so 50s and 100s. Swimmers will turn at that end. I'll transition back to this mid-camera, and then at the, depending on how the swimmers are either split up or near each other, we might then transition back to here to see either a turn for 100, or this could possibly be the finish for a 50. All right, I got to figure out what's going on with that flicker. Yeah, so you're seeing a little flicker on your screen. That's not you, it's me. I don't know why we're getting it. Hopefully that clears up. All right, so again, we're starting with event 2. And then we'll go up to 25. So 2 is a 100-yard freestyle, and then we're just staying with the even numbers. 4 is a 50-yard backstroke. 6 is 25-yard breaststroke. All right, all that information should be in Meet Mobile. You can download that for a phone or tablet, and then get insights to that. So the other thing on the top right, you'll see the names for, I listed as the next race. So that could be either the next heat in a particular race, or that could be literally the next race, meaning the first heat of the next event. All right, and I do that, that's kind of, if you would, that's your baseball on deck kind of look at things. Just so if you are unsure when your swimmer of interest is going to be swimming, that could be a good indication to realize they're kind of coming up next. All right. All right, as you can see, we got the parent volunteers and officials behind the blocks to our left. Swimmers are queuing up or staging on those bleachers you see in the top center of your screen. Just logistics here, so there's a gym, basketball-sized gymnasium above us here, and that's where the swimmers go, and while they're not on deck racing, and then they'll be marshaled down. So if anybody is up there, and they also have the stream on up there so they can stay in tune with where we are with the races and then keep the kids flowing. So as you can see across, here's a better view. Across that top of the screen there, you can see that there's 3 different sets of bleachers that the kids will come down and then queue up. All right. Any questions, you can feel free to post them in the chat. I'll try and keep an eye on that. So we were targeted to start at 2:20 p.m. with a finish time around 4:15. So real time here, it's 2:19. So if we do get started shortly, we should be on track for that about 4:15 finish. All right, so here's the lineup and the lane assignments for Event 2, Heat 1. And then what I'll do, I'll try and keep ahead of it. And on the top right, update now the names for Heat 2. All right, so for this event number 2, boys 8 and under 100-yard freestyle, we have 6 total heats. These are seeded slowest to fastest. So as we progress through Heat 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 6, should see the times of the kids kind of dropping down. Okay. And now on the top left, you'll see the scoreboard. So with that scoreboard, the leftmost column there, lane number, swimmer name, team affiliation. And then for the next column splits, that'll be more applicable for the 100th. So we'll be getting 50-yard splits. So again, there's no timing devices at the far end. So on 100, the kids will go down, swim the first 25, turn, come back. And as they turn at the 50, we'll get a split at that point. For the 50-yard races, we'll just see that'll be basically the finish time, so the splits and times would be the same in that case. And then the rightmost column is P for place. So on the finish touch, it'll list the place ordering of the swimmers. Ma'am, you can't keep that open. You can't keep that open. All right, as we see the boys coming behind the blocks, looks like we're about ready to get started. Hundred-yard freestyle. Here we go. Again, lane 1 at the bottom. So that's our first swimmer in the turn for lane 2. Followed by lane 4, then 5, and then 3. Okay, again, this is 100, so he'll be turning here at a 50. All right. So unfortunately, depending on where the kids hit the wall, so lane 2 turned, did not make contact where there's a pad, it's called the pad, the touch pad, in the wall, against the wall. So if you do not hit that towards the center or do not hit it firm enough, it won't register. So this is our lead swimmer in lane 2, turning for his final 25, and then followed by swimmer there up in 4. Okay. So again, when the swimmers are kind of split up like this, I'll jump to the fisheye view, and then we'll come and focus when a swimmer is finishing. Then the other thing you see up on the scoreboard are those dashes. So that'll indicate that the plunger or the backup timer was pushed. With the younger kids, sometimes the touchpad, when they come into it, doesn't register. So that's an indication that one of the persons behind the block doesn't, he or she has what's called a plunger or backup timer, and then they push that when they come into the wall. Also behind the blocks, you'll see 2 volunteers, one with the clipboard, and then the other that has that plunger, but they also both have manual stopwatches that they utilize for. So we're really getting 4 times for each swimmer, and then that's all settled up in the office. All right, here we go at Heat 2. Here's our swimmers. And on the top right now are the names for Heat 3. All right, here's our swimmer in lane 4 coming in for a finish. All right, so that was Heat 2. Here's our lane assignments for Heat 3. And top right are the swimmers for Heat 4. So as I said, the swimmers are seated slowest to fastest, or highest time to fastest time. So we should see, groupings like this where you have swimmers with similar times. But again, it comes down to if maybe they haven't swum this in a year and their times improved. So you can see some significant differences between the swimmers, even in a given heat. And the way this meet is structured, the pentathlon, obviously standing for 5. So there's options for the swimmers to swim 4 strokes and then the individual medley at the end to give them 5 different races, and then they're then credited with points depending on their times. So in that case, Brady Morgan there, lane 5, came in with a 1:47 seed time, and he swam a 1:31. So awesome drop there. 16 seconds on that 100. Okay, underway here with heat 4. The names are updated on the top right for heat 5. Lane 6 leading us out here. $134.55 for James Flynn there. Came in on a 140.99, so a nice 6 and change. All right, here's the names for this next heat. Heat 5. 5 of 6. All right, and the names on the top right are the boys in the final heat, heat 6. All right, underway. That's Leo Fitzsimmons there in lane 5 with the low split there at the 50. It looks like Leo's going to take it there in lane 5 on a 124.09 finish. Came in on a 130. 4:05. Thanks for doing the math. Nice and easy, Leo. Nice 10-second drop. 10.04 to be exact. All right, here's the entries for final heat, heat 6. And in the top right, you see the entries for our next race, which is heat 1 of the next event. And that event is event 4, which is a 50 backstroke. That's lane 3, Dom LaRosa leading us at the 50 split. And again, one more just logistical thing if anybody's new to swimming. Typically when the software that does all the seeding puts the faster kids to the center lanes. So here Dom with a 1:16.48, dropping about 2 seconds off his seed time of 1:18.78. All right, moving on. Event 4, 50-yard backstroke, 8 heats total. Here's our names for heat 1. So with the backstroke race coming up, they'll clear the pool. So the other times you've seen that the swimmers stay in the pool and they do what's called an overhead start or flyover. Okay, again, 8 heats here. Top right are the entries for heat number 2. Lane 5. All right, here we go. 3 swimmers. All right, so this is a 50-yard race, down and back. So when I displayed these names just earlier, you might have seen an NT, standing for no time. So as part of, depending on the age of the boys and when they swam and what they swam, they might not have swum this in a meet where they took an official time. And that's the case with the 3 boys in this race. They did not have a seed time. But they do now. Nice swim. 51 something. So again, those dashes, don't be concerned. That's just representing that the button was pushed. So that 51 would have put him in heat 5 of 8. So just for perspective, nice swim. Yeah. So our low seed time here is a 41.77. Just, again, perspective. All right, heat 2 about to go. Names for heat 3 are updated on the top right. So here's Emmett Brown in lane 2. Came in with the seed of 103.69. And he's finishing at a 51.64. Nice swim, Emmett. And a little wave. All right, that was heat 2. Here's the names and the lane assignments for heat 3. Top right, the names are updated for heat 4. All right, so the scoreboard jumped to a different event versus a different heat. I think we should be at event 4, heat 3. There we go. RJ White, lane 4, looks like he's going to get the low time. That's with the 50.14. RJ came in on a 57.65. So about 6.5 second drop there. Nice swim. All right, here we go at heat 4. Top right, the names and entries for heat 5. And somebody might have touched first, but just Graham Lundquist there in lane 1. All right, heat 5 underway. You might have had a short little blip there. The internet was complaining, so again, I have a recording. Should we miss anything of significance, we can always go back to that. I'll upload that tonight. All right, but should have only been a couple seconds there in the middle of the race. So lane 6, Michael Reyes, 45.88, came in on a 53.24. Nice swim. All right, so that was heat 5. Here's our names for heat 6. Again, we have 8 total heats. Are we on 7? No. There we go. We're on 6. There we go. All right, event 4, heat 6. All right, so a little pause here. The official's going down to sync up with the office. All right, so Summit, just again, if you haven't been here, so top right corner of your screen there in that last window with the blue line under it. So that's where the timing system's housed. Again, it helps out because there's air conditioning. It's not as humid. The trade-off, though, unlike if you've been to something like maybe Rutgers, where the actual timing official is right next to the starter. But we'll work through it. All right, underway. And on the top right, you see the names for Heat 7. Looked like Noah God there in lane 2 came in first. Again, we have a couple backup times being displayed, so hard to judge. All right, in blue, those are the swimmers for lane Heat 7. And then on top right, those are the entries for Heat 8. Heat 8 up on the top right, those are our final heat. And then after this, we'll be moving on to 25-yard breaststroke. So we'll have a little pause. I'll explain more when we get there. All right, underway, Heat 7. Good stuff there in lane 2. Grant Langslet came in 45.97. Drop time on that. Second and 3 quarters. All right, here's our entries. Final heat, Heat 8. And on the top right are the entries for Heat 1 of the next event, which is a 25-yard breaststroke. Looks like lane 4, Nolan Backus, 41.12 on his 42.89 seed. Good stuff. Good swim, boys. All right, so we're moving to event 6, boys, 8 and under, 25-yard breaststroke. So that is one length of the pool, left to right. So as you see, all the volunteers, the timers and scorekeepers, timekeepers, will be going down to the far end of the pool. All right, so we have 3 entries in the first heat, heat 1 of 11, and I'll get the names updated for heat 2. All right, so when we have odd numbers of swimmers, right, 6-lane pool, if something's not directly divisible by 6, what we do, or what the software does, is split them up. So as you see in the top right, heat 2 is not utilizing all 6 lanes because we wouldn't want, well, it could happen, but you wouldn't want this first heat to be only 2 swimmers. So in a sense, it pulls down one of those swimmers from heat 2 to heat 1. So if anybody was wondering why you don't see a swimmer in lane 6 for that next race, next heat, that is why. If anybody's out there and has other kind of tidbits, feel free to put them in the chat and I'll share with the rest. Again, you know, with the younger groups, try and educate some of the swim parents. Oh, let me get the names on. Why is that? No. Lane 1, no. All right. Again, that flickering you're seeing on your screen, that's something on my side, not on yours. I'm trying to address it. All right, so 2 swimmers off here, heat number 1. $11 total heats. So if you're just joining or you missed it at the beginning, we do not have timing touchpads or buttons at the far end, timing devices, I should say. So you'll see the scoreboard will continue to run. There are 2 timers behind that each have a stopwatch. So as you see there, they lean over to get a good view when the swimmer touches and then writes that time down and also consults with the other timer there. All right, here's our entries for heat 2. And top right are the entries for heat 3, and now you see we're going back to full 6 lanes of swimmers in that next race, next heat. All right, underway here, heat 2. Johnny. Here's our entries and lane assignments for heat 3. And top right are the swimmers for heat 4. Oh, that made it worse. Huh. Oh, we're off. Sorry, I was watching swimmer behind the blocks. Got a little distracted myself. All right. So heat 3 is in the water. All right, looks like a swimmer might have missed his race there. They'll try and slot him in. Oh. All right, so then the one swimmer that didn't make his race, then let him go by himself. Again, very little impact here as we're not getting official times other than the hands. So then the two timers behind lane 2, he'll just record that time. So. He's off. Oop, sorry, missed it. All right. All right, so we're back here. Where are we? Heat 4 or 5? Heat 4. So I'm pretty sure these are our swimmers. Let me double check. Rainey near me, and then looks like GMNY. Of course, 3 and 4 don't have caps on. My luck. All right, underway, Heat 4. Names top right are Heat 5. We have 11, oh no, sorry, 8 total heats here. No, we have 11 total heats. What's going on? I'm looking at the wrong spot. My bad. 11 total heats for event 6. Oh, all right, I think we're back on course. No, this is Heat 5. My bad, we're at Heat 5 here. I missed that, so ignore those names. Please reference the scoreboard up top. Heat 5's in the water. The names on the top right are for Heat 6. All right, I think we're back synced up here. Should be heat 6. Names for 7 are updated on the top right. Seven about to start. Names for 8 are updated on the top right. Got a close one here. All right, 8 underway. Names for 9 are on the top right. All right, 9 to start. Names for 10 are on the top right. All right, here we go with 10. And on the top right, I'll get you the names for 11. All right, now they're updated. So the names on the top right are 11. That'll be our final heat. About to start here with heat 10. And then after this, we're moving to event 800 butterfly, where we have 1 heat, 4 swimmers. All right, here we are, heat 11, final heat. So those times you see there in blue and also in the top right, those are the seed times. So that's the lowest time that particular swimmer has swum this race. All right. So we're going back to 100 butterfly. So let's take a look at the swimmers lining up. Here's their lane assignments. So this is event 8. And then we'll go to event 10 after this, which is a 50 free. And those names for the first heat are now updated on the top right. And for that 50 free, we have 14 heats. Yes, 14. All right, so that's event 10 is a 50 free. Event 12, 25 back. Event 14, 100-yard breast. 16, 50-yard butterfly, 18, 25 free, 20 is 100-yard back. All right, and then we have a few others after that. Okay, what are we going up to? Said it earlier, and I forget, 26 is the final event. Okay, underway here. One heat here for the 100 fly, and then we're moving into 50s. All right, so I didn't have a name for lane 6, so that could have been an ad or a fill-in, depending. O'Malley first to the wall there, lane 5. So for the older kids, they say the 200 fly is one of the harder strokes. So obviously, when you're dealing with 7- and 8-year-olds, 100 fly is very taxing. So Nolan Backus, that's leading out in lane 3. Followed by Eamon O'Malley up in 5. Great effort by these kids. Again, 100 fly, pretty taxing race. All right, moving on to 50 free. 14 heats. Real quick, want to acknowledge Chatham Boys High School this morning. won the Group B state title. So congrats to them, two years in a row. A few Chatham families I see from the names. So congrats to them. The girls came in second in the state. Yesterday they lost to Princeton. Close meet. Great effort by those kids. But this morning the boys brought home the title. So if you are from Chatham and you saw the fire trucks rolling through, that's why. All right, 50 freestyle. All right. Heat 1 of 14. Names for Heat 2 are now updated on the top right. All right, here's our entries for Heat 2. Names for Heat 3 are updated on the top right. So a couple things there. You see the 15:72 on the board. So that was probably a swimmer getting out. There is a 15-second lockout. Unfortunately, that's what occurred there. But we do have the hand times as a way of kind of getting a correct time there. So about to go at Heat 3 here. Names for Heat 4 are updated on the top right. Nice drop. Mackenzie Lewis there, lane 4, finished with a 47.74. Mackenzie came in on a 1:00.81 seed time. Good drop. Names are updated top right for Heat 5. $47.84 from Max Levitt there, lane 5. I like this. Guys are doing me favors. So he came in on a seat time 57.73. So just about 10-second drop, just under 10-second drop. Lane 5 names there. Heat 5, not lane 5, sorry. Heat 6 names updated top right. Grant Lindquist, lane 3, 45.05 on a 53.33. 8-second drop. All right, about to go with Heat 6. Names for 7 are updated on the top right. Lane 1, lane 3. Who is it? Looks like lane 1, Lutheran, came 51.39. Dropped about a second, 1.1. All right. Here's our Heat 7 swimmers. Again, we have 14 heats. Making our way through this. Heat 7 in the water. 8 names are updated on the top right. Looks like lane 2, Thatcher Rosenblum. Looks like he had the first touch. I don't know, we had a lot of dashes up there. Backup times. Hard to tell. Heat 8. Names for 9 are updated on the top right. Lane 1. All right. 9 in the water. Names for 10 are updated on the top right. No official time on the board, but lane 2, Danny Wu came in with a 46.23, and I don't know, it was around a 41.42. All right. Here we go, heat 10. Names for 11 are updated on the top right. All right, hope you're enjoying the coverage. This is Mike from Common Guy Sports. If you have any questions, the chat is open. You can feel free to post it there. I'll try and answer them. Love to get your feedback, good or bad. Always looking for ways to improve the coverage here. Lane 3 looks like he'll finish first. That's Alvin Pan. So I don't know if you can hear it. All the coaches, when we're getting these dashes on the board, they can't see the official time, so they're yelling. So if you hear that, that's what's being requested. So the coaches want to get the times that's being written down as the officials behind the blocks are recording. Luke Salome there. Oh, what was that, a 39 something? I don't know what's going on, why we're getting so many. Unofficial, so it's recording the time, but when there's a large discrepancy, sorry, I don't have the names displayed. When there's a large discrepancy between the wall touch and then the button touch, that's what's going on. And that's what's displayed up there for the dashes. All right, 12's in the water. Let me update your names for 13. Again, we're going 14 total heats here. So maybe there is something wrong with the padding too. We'll see that on maybe if we get a 100 race, we'll see that. All right, here we go, 13. All right, names on the top right are updated for final heat 14. And then we're going to 25 back. Oops, sorry, I was a little slow switching to that camera. All right, this is 13, names for 14 on the top right. There, we got a touchpad on 2. All right. Final heat coming up. All right, and the top right is the first heat of the 25 back. We got a race here, guys. Looks like lane 5. 34-38 for Dom La Rosa. Came in on a 36.47, so 2.1. Nice drop, Dom. All right, so that's the last heat of that, and then we're going 25 backs. So we have a small break here as the timers make the walk. All right, event 12 upcoming, 25-yard backstroke. We have 11 heats. All right, heat 1 underway. Names for 2 are updated on the top right. Again, with the 25s, swimming one length of the pool left to right. And we'll then rely on the stopwatches for the timers that you see on the right-hand side there. All right, here's our entries for Heat 2. Heat 2 of 11. And the names for Heat 3 are now on the top right. All right, about to go with heat 4. Names for 5 are on the top right. That's weird. Okay, that was heat 5. Let's jump back to the start. Here's our entries for 6. And the names on the top right are updated for heat 7. All right, 7 about to go. Names for 8 are updated, top right. 11 total heats here. And then after this, we move to event 14, which is a 100-yard breaststroke. Not after this race, but after the rest of the 11 heats here. Nice close race there. Good effort, boys. Upcoming heat 9. Names for 10 are updated. All right, here's our entries for 10. And on the top right are the names for the final heat, heat 11 on the top right. '100 breast is the next event after our race here, and then one more heat. Looks like lane one touched first. All right, here's our entries. Final heat. And on the top right are the names for event 1400 breast. One heat there, 6 swimmers. Final heat, heat 11, 25-yard back. Miles Serbone there in lane 3 came in at an 1887. It's going to be hard to, close to it, maybe under. All right, all right, timers got to make their way back to the other end. All right, here we go. Event 14, 100 breast. All right, top right, you see the entries there for event 16, heat 1 of 4. That's a 50 butterfly. So leading us out here is Nolan Backus, lane 4. Nice swim, Nolan. Okay. So, again, this is the only heat for the 100 breast. So we'll be moving to event 16, 50-yard butterfly. If you are watching this expecting to see some girls' events, that was a separate session this morning. We streamed that earlier. That's available on YouTube. If you don't have links to it, if you just search for Common Guy Sports, 3 words, should be able to find the main channel. It's kind of a circle icon with a vintage camera. And from there, you can then find previous streams and then go back and watch the girls. Same with this boys session. Even though it's being live streamed, it is also available to rewatch later. Or if you are in the middle of this and something happens, doorbell rings or something, you can pause it and then resume at any point. Underway, event 16, 50 fly. Heat 1 of 4 in the water. The names for heat 2 are updated on the top right. What's that? All right, this is heat 2 in the water. Names for 3 are on the top right. Nice swim here from Michael Reyes in lane 1. Came in with no seed time, so may never have swum this in a timed event or a timed meet. All right, that was heat 2. If you would, other people that do swimming live streams, flash to that screen of the full scoreboard. I don't know if that's needed. I guess it all depends on what device you're watching it on. You know, on a tablet, I've rewatched my streams, and typically you can read the scoreboard. On your phone, it's kind of borderline. So I do have the ability, and love to get your feedback. You know, when the race finishes like this, you know, I do have the ability, when the race finishes. Again, this is heat 3 of 4. So I do have the ability to display a big scoreboard. Does anybody find that useful, needed? Always like to get your input. I tend to want to show the kids as they're getting ready, so when the race is starting, that you have more of an idea of where the swimmer is and seeing the future the swim that's about to start. Because all those times are available in Meet Mobile and so on. So you can either shoot me an email, commonguysportsnj@gmail.com, or feedback through the coaches is another option. They have a way to get in touch with me. So please let me know. All right, our final heat in the water. Heat 4, names on the top right are the next race, event 18, which is a 25 freestyle. 12 heats there. All right. Close race here. Who's MB? 3 or 4? 4's got the little lead, and he touches first. It's Miles Serbone, 42. Came in at a 42.23. So a 50.5 drop. All right, again, if I can go here if you wanted. All right, timers to the other end. We have a 25-yard upcoming. See the names on the top right for this first heat. Melissa, you're welcome. I see your comment a little late to respond to it, but my pleasure. Glad you're able to see your nephew. A couple weeks ago, I did a meet, and there was a few people from overseas watching, so always great to see and hear that, you know, people that are really from distance are able to watch. I think somebody from Poland, and there was another European country. All right, underway, heat 1, 25 free, one length of the pool, left to right. Heat 2 names are updated on the top right. Again, the structure of this meet is, somebody's not swimming a freestyle. Structure of this meet is to offer 4 traditional strokes and then the IM, so everybody has the option from the name Pentathlon to swim 5 events. Not every swimmer is going to swim that IM at the end. And IM standing for individual medley, where one swimmer does swim all the strokes, as opposed to medley relay when you have a team of 4, one swimmer swimming 1 stroke each. Oh, wrong way. Look at that great swim, lane 1. Lindquist, he came in at a 28.99, and I can read his whole name and count to 3 before his time's up. So great swim, big drop. All right, here's heat 3. Names for 4, top right. Something there. Looks like we're all dropping times here. For heat 3, the low seed there was a 25.42. Leo's got a little cheering crowd. Hopefully you heard that. All right, names for the next heat are updated on the top right. Again, lane 1. All right, here's our swimmers for heat 5. And top right are the swimmers for heat 6. Lane 1 must have the fast water in it. That's a joke. It's the same water in all the lanes. All right, names in blue there are heat 7. Heat 8 names updated on the top right. Lane 5, great swim there. What's that? 18.7. What am I? I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a name. 18.7, lane 5 was Daniel Wu. Great swim there. All right, heat 8 underway. Names for 9 are updated, top right. Nine about to start. Names for 10 are on the top right. All right, there was a slight delay. The scoreboard didn't reset, so officials were waiting for that. Now we're ready to go. Heat 9 about to go. All right, here's our swimmers for 10, and the names for 11 are on the top right. 12 total heats here. 10 in the pool, names for 11 on the top right. One more after that. Lane 6 there. Tommy Lombry came in with the 20.00. Unfortunately, without the scoreboard, it's hard to give you a time, but looked like a great swim leading that heat out. Here comes heat 11. Names for 12 are updated on the top right. $17 change there. All those boys had 18s and 19s, so good swim. All right, let's go. Final heat. Guessing 15, high 15. Nice swim. Okay. That was the final heat there. Moving back to the start end. We're going to move into a 100-yard backstroke, one heat. So this is event 20 upcoming. And then event 22, 50 breast, 24, 25 butterfly. 26 is the IM. So on a physical printed heat sheet, if anybody's familiar with those, we're basically moving on to page 4 of 4. So okay, here's our entries for event 20, 100-yard back. All right, on the top right are the entries for event 22, heat 1. We have 5 heats there. So up next is a 50 breast. All right, halfway here for the 100. All right, up next, event 22, heat 1 of 4. I'm sorry, heat 1 of 5. 50-yard breaststroke. All right, that's going to conclude heat 2. Up next, heat 3. Names for heat 4 updated on the top right. We didn't get a Ethan Fold there, lane 4. Didn't see a time, but came in on a 103.23, so definitely dropped time off that. All right, heat 4 of 5, about to go. Names for heat 5 are updated top right. All right, so this is heat 4 coming to a conclusion. Heat 5 up next, the final heat, and then we have 25-yard butterflies. Okay, that was the final heat there. Now we're going 25-yard butterfly. Event 24, we have 11 heats there. And then after that, we have event 26, which is the 100-yard IM. And we have 9 heats there. So on the home stretch. All right, so as the timers, we can see them making their way down to the far end. Want to thank all the volunteers. You know, it takes a large amount of people to put on a meet like this, so thanks to the volunteers that are here helping out. Summit Area Y, outstanding job. Here's our entries for first heat. Again, event 24, 25 butterfly, 11 heats. Top right are the entries for heat 2. All right, 3 swimmers, lanes 2, 3, and 4. Here's our entries for heat number 2, 2 of 11. Top right are the names for heat 3. Lane 5, like a 25-something. Nice swim. Holden Hamill. Came in on a 45.89. So. Awesome job. Sounds like ice cream for that boy. All right, heat 3 coming. Names for 4 are updated top right. All right, lane 4 underway. Lane 5. Names are up top. Something. Good swims there because all the seeds in this heat were around 34, 35. So good stuff, guys. Here's our entries for heat 5. And the names for heat 6 are on the top right. Here's heat 6. Names for 7, top right. Did I mess that up? Sorry, ignore those names. I updated them a little early. So refer to the scoreboard. So initially they were correct, and then they refreshed to incorrect name. Sorry about that. Here's those names. Now they're about to go, so. This is heat 7 of 11. Top right are the names for 8. All right. So unfortunately, I didn't mean to laugh there. I thought it was just a domino effect, but so initially one left early, one left on your mark, and then take your mark, sorry. And then after that, I thought one just went kind of because he was leaning, and then I thought the third went because, hey, why not? We are kids, right? We are 7 and 8-year-olds. So more than likely, they'll let those boys rest, or they might re-race them right now because it was only a 25. I'll try and keep you updated what's going on. As we see, the boys are coming back. All right, you see the officials there gathering. So the choices here are either re-race them now. We're going to do it again right now. All right, looks like we're reloading. We're going to re-race those right away. The boys asleep a little bit better tonight. Another race under their belt. So it is a 25, so here we can see the boys. Mayor. All right, so hopefully let's try and get the names back. I think this is where we are with, is that Mayor? Let me read your cap. Say is, yeah, it looks like it. All right, here we go. Rerun. All right, we're off. All right, and now the names on the top right are the next race. So again, this was a rerun. There was a one early start, not a false start, just went early, and then they reloaded everybody back. So that was heat 7. The names on the top right for heat 8 are on deck, and we should see those boys lining up here. Maybe not. Am I wrong? What is going on here? All right. I think this is correct. All right. Heat 8 underway. Names for 9 are updated on the top right. 11 total heats here, and then we move into the 100-yard IM. So that was heat 9. Here's the boys for 10. I'm sorry, there's 9. Sorry. Jeez. I'm all messed up. Top right are the names for 10. All right, that was 9. Let's go back. Here's the names for 10. Emmett Brown. Looks like it. All right, heat 10 in the water. Let's get the names for 11 all sorted out, which will be the final heat. Those are on the top right. And then we can move into the 9 heats of the IM. In there in lane 5. Nice drop there. I think that's... All right. Okay, final heats in the water. Names on the top right of the first heat for the IM. Lane 3 going out hot. 16, 17, high 17s. That's Dom LaRosa. All right, good job, guys. All right, back to the start. That's not right, Mike. Let me get those up there. There we go. All right. Entries for the first heat of the IM. All right, final event of the day, event 26, 100-yard IM. We have 9 heats. So for some, this will finish out the pentathlon, 5th race for them for the day. Okay, underway here. Names for heat 2 are updated on the top right. That's Eamon O'Malley there, lane 4, leading us out, halfway point. He's got breaststroke and then freestyle to go. Okay, so the boys, as they turn, 25 free. Finish it up. There's our first finisher. Nice swim. 144.19. So the first two heats, these boys didn't have times. So obviously have not swum this in a meet before. Great effort. Great way to finish the day. All right, here's our swimmers for heat number 2. Top right are the entries for heat 3. All right, heat 2 underway. Names for 3 are updated already on the top right. All right, boys will transition to breaststroke for 25 and then come home with the 25 free. And here's our entries for heat 3. Nine total heats here, and then it's a wrap. That's the end of this session and end of today's meet. I want to say thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. This is Mike from Common Guy Sports. Nice swim up there. That was lane Raza Nasser in lane 6. Did not have a seed time. 154.69. Great time there. That would have placed him in like heat 6 or 7 of 9. So definitely very respectable time. Okay, so that was heat 3. There's the names for 4. Top right are the names for heat 5. Why is that flickering? Anton Basov there in lane 5, 146.35, came in on a seat of 2:04.55, so 19 seconds. Great swim. Okay, here's our next heat. All right, heat 5 in the water, names for 6 on the top right. All right, heat 6 up. All right, 7 is updated now on the top right, the swimmers. All right, heat 7. Names are updated on the top right for heat 8. Lane 6 coming in for the finish. Sang 136.55. Eric Sang, a great time. He came in on a 150.99. So 13 second, 13 change. 14 change. All right. Next up, our Heat 8 swimmers. And on top right are the Heat 9 swimmers, our last race of the day. This is Nolan Backus in lane 3 leading us out. Came in on a 1:34.53. Impressive time. Here's Nolan transitioning to his freestyle to bring it home. Again, a 1:34.53. It was his seed time, so dropping almost 9 seconds, a little under 9 seconds. And lane 2 also dropping time. Grant was on a 1:45. All right. Here's our final race of the day. All right, Miles Serbone there in lane 1 came in on a 1:33.30. Let's see what he can do on this final 5 yards. Dropping time, I think, 1:33.30 and 1:28.27. Awesome swim. All right, so that's in a wrap. Oh, sorry, we still have a swimmer out in lane 3. All right, so that wraps it up. So great job to all the boys this session. If you are interested, we did a live stream earlier for the girls session. That is available on YouTube. And this stream will be there to rewatch at any point. So thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't have anything on the calendar, so maybe we'll see you later this season or next year. Again, this is Mike from Common Guy Sports. Have a great evening. Take care.